And we welcome you to our live stream coverage of the flag retirement ceremony live from Tombstone High School football field in conjunction with the Tombstone JROTC. Our coverage brought to you by Ed Morse Automotive Group. Cochise County is now backed by Morse.
Of the colors by the Tombstone High School JROTC Color Guard and remain standing for the singing of National Anthem by Abigail Satterfield. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the She's laughing. Good afternoon. My name is Cadet Major Taylor Izzo, the battalion commander here for Tombstone's Yellow Jacket Battalion. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the Tombstone Unified School District Superintendent Dr. Sarah Cox, Tombstone School Board President Mr. Keith Guin, the Mayor of Tombstone Mr. Dusty Escapool, the Tombstone City Council, the Tombstone Marshal Robert Randall, the Arizona Rangers, Tombstone Fire, the Veterans of Foreign Affairs War Post 9972, the American Legion Post 24, the American Legion Riders Post 24, Cool FM, students and faculty of Walter J. Meyer in Wichita City, and Buena JRTC, and all of our guests. Thank you all for coming out to honor the greatest symbol of freedom our country has. Today, we not only honor our flag, but also all that it stands for and all those who have fallen to protect it. Every flag is flown in honor the stars, the stripes that fly above the heads of the brave men and women who laid down their lives to protect the prosperity. The 50 stars, the 13 stripes, and the thousands of soldiers who dedicate their lives to the protection of our wonderful country. This is what we honor today. We are gathered here on this occasion to pay our last respects to this symbol of our great nation, America, land of the free, home of the brave.
I walked through a county courthouse square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "Oh, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole is leaning a little bit. That's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat." I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. And it got powder burned the night that Francis Scott Key said Washington right to say, 'Can you see?' And it got a bad rip in New Orleans. Pakenham and Jackson took it at the seams. And it almost fell out beside the Texas flag. She waited on it. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville. She got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a burger gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp, blue, turned. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships upon the Atlantic Ocean. Now they go about quickly. Her own good land, she's been burned, dishonored, denied,
Well, the Arnigar supposed to mark it into
and the
this.
government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. She's got her red there, she's wearing thin, but she's into it. She. I believe she can do it. So we raise her up every morning, we take her down every night. We don't let her touch the ground, and we pull her up.
Can you start this whole thing over? Start that. It's over. Start it again.
There we are. Where's the song?
I said your old courthouse is kind of run down. He said, "No, it'll do for our little town." I said your old flagpole is leaning a little bit. That's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it. He said, "Have a seat." And I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a..." She waved on though. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville, and she got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Border Guard, and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships upon the briny foam, and now they've about quit waving back here at home. In her own good land here, she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare and she's wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in. Oh, she's been through the fire before, and I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning, we take her down every night, we don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her upright. On second thought, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm proud of that ragged old flag.
I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's Hall of Justice. I fly majestically over great institutes of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped. I am saluted. I am respected. I am revered. And I am loved. I am feared. I have fought every battle of every war for more than 200 years. Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Aragon forests, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, the deserts of Africa, the cane fields of the Philippines, the rice paddies and jungles of Guam, Okinawa, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, and a score of places long forgotten by all those who were with me. I was there. I led my soldiers. I followed them. I watched over them. They loved me. I was on a small hill in Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, and tired, but my soldiers cheered me on, and I was proud. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries I have helped set free. It does not hurt, for I am invincible. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of my country, and when it is by those whom I have served in a battle, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bonds of earth and stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space from my vantage point on the moon. I have been a silent witness to all of America's finest hours, but my finest hour comes when I am torn into strips to be used for bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly at half-staff to honor my soldiers, and when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her falling son. I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Dear God, long may I wave.
The U.S. flag code reads, "The flag, when it is in such a condition that it is no longer a fitting emblem for display, should be destroyed in a dignified way, preferably by burning. In keeping with the law of our land and the recommendations of our organization. We present to you these United States flags, the symbol of our great nation, which have served their useful lives and a symbol of freedom in our country. For retirement, the flag is being flown at half-staff until the interment in honor of former Vice President Dick Cheney. Please rise for the lowering of the flag. Present arms. Order, arms. You may be seated.
I am your flag. I was born on June 14th, 1777. I am more than just cloth shaped into design. I am the refuge of the world's oppressed people. I am the silent sentinel of freedom. I am the emblem of the greatest sovereign nation on earth. I am the inspiration for what American patriots give their lives and fortunes. I have led your sons and daughters into the valley, from Valley Forge to the mountains of Afghanistan. I walk in silence with each of your honored dead to their final resting place beneath the silent white crosses, row upon row. I have flown through peace and war, strife and prosperity, and amidst it all I have been respected. My red stripe symbolizes the blood spilled in defense of this glorious nation. My white stripes signify the burning tears shed by Americans who lost their sons. My blue field is indicative of God's heaven which I fly. My stars clustered together unify 50 states as one. For God and country, Old Glory is my nickname, and I proudly wave high. Honor me, respect me, defend me with your lives and fortunes. Never let my enemies tear you down from my lofty position, lest I never return. Keep alight the fires of patriotism. Strive earnestly for the spirit of democracy. Worship eternal God and keep his commandments, and I shall remain the fortress of peace and freedom for all mankind. I am your flag. As you can see, this banner of freedom before you is worn, tattered, and soiled from the use and age. Her broad stripes are no longer a fiery red and pure white, but have faded and worn out. The stars and the blue background are no longer vivid reminders of our blue skies and great land, of purity, vigilance, and justice she should represent. She has flown and has done her job well. but now she must be replaced with a new flag to properly represent this great nation of ours.
Fold 1. The 13 stripes represent the original 13 states: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, New York, North Carolina, and Rhode Island.
Fold 2. The 50 stars represent our 50 United States of America.
Fold 3. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death. Patrick Henry.
Fold 4. These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of their country. But he that stands it now deserves the love and thanks of man and woman. Thomas Paine.
Fold 5. We hold these truths to be self-evident and that all men are created equal. They are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Declaration of Independence.
Fold 6. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America, United States Constitution.
Fold 7. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. First Amendment.
Fold 8. The basis of our political system is the right of the people to make and alter their constitutions of government. George Washington.
Fold 9. My God, how little do my countrymen know what precious blessing they are in possession of, and which no other people on earth enjoy. Thomas Jefferson, President.
Fold 10. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Abraham Lincoln.
Fold 11. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe fire, free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, Send these, the homeless tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Emma Lazarus, inscription on the Statue of Liberty.
Fold 12. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what can you do for your country. John F. Kennedy, President.
Fold 13. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of skin, but by the content of their character. Martin Luther King, Jr.
The flag of our nation should always be a strong, vivid symbol of our land and fly brightly in our minds. Our flag is a symbol of our people, our freedom, and our strength. So as now that I commit the flag, which no longer can fulfill these duties, to the fire, so that we may replace it with a new flag to properly symbolize our nation. May the spirit of this flag be born again in the new flag we now fly. Please rise for the retirement of the flag and playing of taps. Present arms. Order, arms. Thank you for joining us in the retirement of the nation's colors. This concludes the entire flag retirement ceremony. All students must wait until the 12:54 dismissal. Visitors, if you do not wish to travel behind the buses, I advise you to depart shortly.
Nate!